This week's podcast in the house, we've got head trainer Andy Ginn. How are you, mate?
Going well, mate. How are you?
I'm loving life. Yourself?
Love that. Absolutely.
Hey, this topic's a good one you want to talk about today. So training doesn't fit your lifestyle. Bet you've heard that before.
Every single day.
Let's rip in.
Welcome to the Body Science Podcast, bringing you everything you need, want, and should know about health, fitness, nutrition, and training. As always, the information contained in this podcast is for the information purposes only and is not designed to diagnose or be prescriptive to treat, prevent, or manage any injury, disease, or other health-related condition. Today's podcast is brought to you by Hydroxyburn Shred Ultra Nootropic Thermogenic. Shred Ultra is scientifically engineered to shred body fat, ignite metabolism, and boost all-day energy while enhancing cognitive performance, focus, clarity, and mood. It combines powerful fat-burning thermogenics, garcinia, green coffee bean, guarana, caffeine, and an industry-leading 4 grams of acetyl L-carnitine with potent nootropic ingredients at effective therapeutic doses to give you maximum results.
Welcome to Body Science HQ, the world of fit, happy, healthy. And for all you people out there that can't make training fit your lifestyle, we've pulled in head trainer Andy Ginn, and we're going to talk about some lifestyle stuff around why you should train, getting into training, being part of training, and probably what you need to continue training.
Absolutely. And training that fits your life, not your life fitting around training.
That's it. So we're not talking ebook-based, download a program, offer and follow. We're going to talk about what people need to do to have training fit their lifestyle.
Exactly.
So you live that coach lifestyle.
I do, yeah.
You have online customers, you've got face-to-face, you're running around on the Gold Coast and playing out of several gyms, you're working in several martial arts. So you're doing a lot of networking in this space and working with a lot of different people, like world champions right through to mums and dads, executive. In the last month, we had you with some of the kids that are just really new to training, and I saw some of the footage of it with mates, and it was just awesome to see.
Mate, it was a great experience, and those guys really adapted well straight away because they just haven't had that exposure to this level of coaching, even getting to ask those questions around training as well.
And we're talking special needs kids here that probably will never walk into a gym unless someone takes them into a gym. And it was just so rewarding to see all the athletes like the Titans and the Suns and yourself and all that there training kids. Mate, I loved it. It was great.
Mate, it's just this great thing to be a part of.
And why I've tickled that is it all comes back to training has to fit your lifestyle.
And that's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
Everyone gets overwhelmed with the training aspect, so they just shelve it and literally walk away.
So New Year's coming. We're all going to have our resolutions like let's get fit, let's get happy, let's get healthy, whatever it is. That might have a little bit of a body science slant onto that one. Let's rip in. So how do I make training fit my lifestyle?
So many ways, but let's just break it down to 3 simple steps. Because as we know, 3 steps, we can all adhere to pretty much 3 steps in our life. Okay. Biggest problem is we go out, we buy an ebook, and then all of a sudden we're overwhelmed by the second week in. Rather than looking at our life and then sorting out a coach like myself that we can ask the right questions. This is my life. I've got kids. I've got a job. I'm stressed out, but I really want to make my New Year's reso to get fit. So from there, we look at your lifestyle and you literally might have 3 45-minute slots a week to train. And we can commit to that. As opposed to, like I just said, right, I've got to train 6 hours a day, 5 days a week to get the results I want. We don't need to do that anymore. We're smarter than that these days. We can slow it down and still get great results just by training around our life rather than actual life around our training.
So you're saying treadmills and salads aren't what it's all about these days. It's about working to what you like to eat, how you like to train, programs you like. And that's a lot to do with why you're doing all this multi-type training at the moment, isn't it? It's a discovery of what is out there in the fitness industry versus being purely gym-based.
Absolutely right. So coming from back in the old days where we're like, right, you've got to eat 6 cups of lettuce and just train your ass off all day because we all came through that school. Now, these days, we're a lot smarter. We know that eating a pretty well-balanced diet, we can buy that from the servo now. We can buy a ready meal from the servo. That's good to go. We can buy a Body Science bar from nearly every place we stop. Okay, which is a great snack as opposed to some chocolate sugared up thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's no excuses there. But when it comes to training, we dive in head first and we get overwhelmed. So as I've been doing these case studies around all these martial arts gyms, working with world champions who still find it sort of hard to train. I
was really amazed. I didn't mean to cut you off there, mate. I was really amazed to hear that somebody who you're training with one of the gyms, we won't drop names unless you want to, not just world champion once, like 10 times or something, some stupid.
Multiple world champions.
Multiple world championships. Someone like that has only ever trained their discipline. And when you're bringing the S&C functional lifting into their life, they're training you in what they do and you're having a bit of fun there and you're getting taught a few things because if you step the wrong way, it's lie down time. But you're getting your
Good night time. Good night.
You're getting your chance back when you're getting them underweight.
Absolutely. And that's like when we go into the world champion, the guys, not much difference to the everyday athlete because all they know is what they do. But when we bring bring it back to our functional S and C that an everyday guy can do, and also these world champions, they're getting great results.
Yep.
Because once again, everyone's from the old school. They don't take the time to employ someone or listen or read what's up to date right now to know that we can get the results in that 45-minute session, okay, if it's programmed correctly.
Yeah. I just want to throw some avatars out there, man. That's different types of people. And let's just start with one that's come across my desk a fair bit recently. And we're talking 40 plus females who want to get to the gym and do some work. They see what's happening in the fitness industry, don't know how.
That's a bloody good avatar because like you say, it's so common. First things first, we find a good coach.
Yep.
Okay, we find a good coach that can take our high profile, our high stress life into consideration and set out a program designed that's going to get us started in the gym. Okay, we sign up for 3 months so we can learn all aspects of how we move better, how much we should train that week, also adding in our recovery. Okay, build your confidence up over that 3 months. So then we can set you free into the world. So at the end of that 3, 6, 12 months together with your one-on-one coach, you know that you've only got to train these 3 sessions a week or 4 sessions a week. And you also have the confidence that you can walk into it, any gym, find a new buddy, and then get after it, as opposed to being stuck in that, I've got to go to work, I've got to come home, I've got to go to work, I've got to check my emails at 9 o'clock at night. We know we balance you out that you're going to be more productive at work as well.
So, in a good scenario here in that journey of training doesn't fit your lifestyle is one of the young executives that I've had you working with, female executives up here on the Gold Coast. And I remember she said to me in day one, I don't want to go to the gym. And I believe she's absolutely loving the gym now because you've taken her to a few different types of gyms. Like you went that journey with her. You went to a functional class. You've taken her to standard gyms. And that's what a good coach does. And it's not just walking into a gym and finding a PT. And hey, that's a great first step if that's your step.
It is.
But it's also finding that person who'll go on that journey. It might be martial arts that is the journey for you in getting that gym-based fitness going. And that's one of the reasons you're working in so many aspects at the moment is you're taking people on different journeys. And I probably shouldn't mention Renee's name, but just mentioning Renee, like she tells me you've got her doing sessions off trees with TRX type systems. You've got her doing functional classes. You've got her doing some real high intensity stuff on ski ergs and rowers. And she enjoyed, I mean, she's a runner, swimmer type person who wanted to get out and she wanted to do some little weight stuff, kettlebell stuff around home or something. So how did the coaching program change her lifestyle and what you're doing with her?
And this is when you employ a coach, like you said, for your journey, not the coach's journey. And that's really important. So when we have people like Renee, we can drop a name, is once again fitting into her life. And her biggest resistance was, I'm too busy.
Yeah.
But are you too busy to pull that kettlebell out of your boot on the way home for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm not. Okay, that's where we started. So we literally started swinging a kettlebell with good form. I was beside her to start with, 20 minutes twice a week.
Yep.
And then 4 weeks later, she's like, oh, can I do some more? I'm like, no, we're not doing more yet until you're consistent at what you're doing.
Yeah.
Until the point, literally 6 weeks in, she's tapped me on the shoulder like, let's go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because we rode that journey with her rather than pressuring her to go to a gym or join a fitness class or you have to work out every hour, every day.
Yeah.
We really broke it down to fit in her massive lifestyle that she's got. Like she's at work 6 a.m. She's on the money. She doesn't get home till 9 o'clock at night. But we've managed to work around that, let's say, busy lifestyle with just these small pockets of training, building that consistency each week.
Yeah.
To now she's joining gyms on her own.
Yeah.
She's calling me up. She's like, I'm going to try this gym. She'll come. She's doing things that I actually haven't tried myself.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which is great. Like that's the coach's journey that you can get your client to somewhere where they're confident they can start educating you and taking you along as well.
Yeah. And mate, just stepping on the word coach versus PT, what's the core difference there? Is it time on floor?
PTs are great. I find coach versus PT, coach has a lot more time under their belt. And they've really taken it upon themselves to educate themselves consistently over time.
Yeah.
Whereas when we have a PTs are all great. They come through such a great system, but that's where they stop.
Yeah.
And there's no really great further education platform or pathway for these guys to go because they don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And that's where guys like myself as a coach come in and can talk to these PTs and help them out with a pathway so how they can become a great coach and actually make a career rather than just being, I'm going to be a PT.
Yeah.
Because it's cool like a DJ.
Yeah. Okay.
It
is a cool job though.
It's the best job in the world.
Yeah, exactly. So let's throw another one. Let's just say I'm a 20-year-old male who's done a bit of bro science with my mates in the last couple of years, but I really don't know what to do and I might want to compete. So how do I find the right person to help me there?
What are we competing in?
Oh, let's just say they may want to compete in that bodybuilding.
Once again, overwhelmed with information. What you do is you find the best coach that has great testimonies.
Yeah.
Like testimonies speak massively.
Yeah.
Massively. Especially with the access that we have to information today. Always, every time you open your Instagram, there's a dark ad.
Yep.
Someone's a coach, someone's a coach, someone's a coach. Are they a coach or are they a PT posing a coach with no testimonies?
Yeah.
So if we're going to compete, we find a coach that has great testimonies for competing.
Yeah.
It's really straightforward as that. And then from there, if they've got great testimonies, it's going to be a one-on-one journey again that you guys work together. So once again, we fit that competition around your life. And that's where a coach would exert themselves over a PT. A PT would, use for a better word, here's your ebook, let's go. These are the
Or
boxes.
be there one-on-one on machines with you to show you what to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the boxes we've got to fit in.
Yeah.
When we find a competition coach, they understand that this is your passion, not your job. And we want your passion to be something great, not a job.
Okay, mate, I'm loving this. So let's just throw it out there. Let's just say someone who's in their mid-20s and I'm just too busy to train.
Which is most people in their mid-20s because we're trying to start a business. We're trying to start a family.
Might be having a bit of fun on Saturday night too, just quietly.
That was going to be my next one, but I knew you'd come in with that one.
That's
It's all
all
good.
right.
And also, once again,
So no training Sundays.
we don't train Sundays.
Or make up for the badness of what you did Saturday night, sweat it out, and get a good feed.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not bad if you're enjoying it.
No, exactly.
If that's helping your life balance, okay, you've worked a hard week, you've hit your 3 sessions a week, and that Saturday night is where you relax. That is one part of your training program. We don't step in and be like, you're not drinking. We step in and be like, awesome, have a good night. But 6 p.m. Sunday night, we're back on the train.
And that might be why people get a coach to train, purely because they want to have fun. They want to go eat that pizza, eat, drink beer, do all the things they do on their days. And then they put in the hard yards on the other days.
Absolutely. This is why we employ a coach. Once again, fits in with your life of, you know what? I'm going to go out drinking beers Friday and Saturday night. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
Because you work hard, you've got your own business, you've just bought your first house. All right, we're going to put a set of dumbbells in that shed. But we know Monday morning, we're going to hit those dumbbells. No matter how we feel after Saturday night, no matter how much you've sent it, because we've sent it a lot, right?
Yeah.
In our mid-20s.
It's that time of the year too.
Yeah, it's that time of the year. And having that accountability of that one-on-one coach being like, hey, man, or lady,
Hey, coach.
hey, coach, let's go. Whereas if we're reading off a bit of paper, like, you don't have someone calling you up and like, hey, your results aren't in. Where are we at?
Yeah.
So, I had a big Saturday night. Oh, cool, no excuse. But let's just put that training to the night instead of having to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning and do it.
Yeah. I found, recently you've done some coaching with me in boxing, and I've really enjoyed the part that I went in there and it was nothing like I thought it would be. I had to get you to hit me in the head straight away because I wanted to get that out of the way because I didn't want to anticipate that for the next 8
weeks.
weeks.
Hit you in the head every session, not just the first day.
I do like to take one occasionally, but I really enjoyed it because by having coach on board, I did so many things outside of just hitting pads,
Right.
and we spent days on footwork. It was really interesting. You tried to do some core, but that's not my favorite stuff. So I got sore back today, Andy. Let's just move on from that one.
I was just in the osteo.
Physio.
Sorry, physio.
I'm doing the physio thing at the moment. Shout out to Raf too, mate. Good physio. I like it. 52, I feel that stuff. But I really enjoyed the boxing. And then I love the competitive side of it, of just the speed, power and time, And so for me, I would never have got that off a video. I would never have got that off a book. And the good thing is, and this is where I'm getting to, by you saying to me, what day are you free? I need 45 minutes minimum. I was able to put that into my diary and just lock it down for Wednesday nights, for example. And that was the important thing to me, and it was the text message before where you go, mate, we're on tomorrow. There was a call in the morning like, where you at, how you feeling, any niggles, injuries. So when we got there, we just did what we had to, because obviously after a big day and then I'm ready to go to bed early being an old man. And I really enjoyed that aspect of the coaching. When you're in the industry, you probably think you're a little bit above it at times. It was really good for me that a lot of my mates came around and started watching what we were doing to get that, and obviously get some free training. Everyone's in for a bit of free training there, but it was about the journey of what we were doing there. It wasn't about the result that we were boxing, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And I think the biggest thing that you left off there, besides all those great attributes, was the confidence that we built each week. Okay. The very first week, even whether we're boxing or any training you're with, your eyes are down, you're a bit slumped, your posture's not real great. And then as we get you more confident with the footwork and, a little bit of jab.
Putting it all together.
Yeah. We start putting it together and your confidence grows and your eyes come up and your chest puffs out. And that's a lot what training is, right? Everyone talks about confidence a lot. Now with your one-on-one coach, you can talk through that. And before you know it, you have that massive confidence base, which as humans, confidence is key in no matter what we do.
And that's great. That's great advice, actually. If you can't fit training into your lifestyle, probably have a look at why you're avoiding training. That little lack of confidence, that little, I can't do that, making yourself busy in another area where you probably don't need to spend as much time as you do. And all I can say for anyone out there is you can fit training into your lifestyle. Doesn't matter who you are or how busy you are. There is a time when you can do that. It's just, you just got to want to do it. And I think it's the old cliche of, someone eating salad on a treadmill. People think, and I'm not talking people who are already in the industry and love the gym, and there's so many people around me that love the gym, they couldn't even consider a world where there was no gym. And thank goodness gyms are all open again. I appreciate that from all you governments out there. But coming back to where I'm at there, everyone has time to train. We all have the same amount of hours in a day.
Absolutely. And that comes down to when you employ that coach is the education. It's like, cool, I've got 30 minutes to train a day. Awesome. We only need that every second day.
And tell me something, and from a coaching perspective, have you ever sat with a client, you talk to each other and you're thinking, nah, I don't want this client, just as a client may go, hey, Andy's not listening to me, I don't want them either?
Absolutely. And you find that resistance from, and that comes from not me as a person, not them as a person, it's actually the fitness.
Yeah.
So it's the confidence of having to go to the gym. Whereas they're putting up that resistance like, oh, I'm just here to tick a box. I don't really want to do it. That's my job as a coach, to make you or anyone around me that comes to me with this resistance, that little wall up, to really enjoy fitness and health and wellness as much as I do. So we talk about qualifying people, but qualifying people in fitness takes a little bit longer than a yes or no.
Yeah.
So 3 months is my goal. If I can't make you absolutely fall in love with fitness at the end of 3 months, then I need to do better.
Yeah.
That's not on you.
And mate, just for those people out there that think they're too busy for training, do we need to, if I just run every day, is that my answer to fitness and weight loss?
If that fits your lifestyle, that's a great place to start, because if you can add that run in every day, okay, yes, it's high impact, we know that, but that's what you know, that is a gateway or a gateway drug to the rest of the fitness world. That's going to build that consistency and that confidence that we talk about. So you can then move forward. If we circle back to Renee, she was the same. We just built that confidence in the gym to move forward into bigger, brighter things. Coming back to our running, that's going to get you to a point you're like, oh, hang on, I'm pretty fit right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to head to the gym.
Yeah,
I'm going to grab a coach. I'm going to grab a trainer. I'm going to hit a group fitness class, because I have that confidence because I've been running consistently now for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So absolutely. The biggest thing with fitness that we find, and then when we coach, is we want you to move in a way that you love every day, whether it's boxing, running, swimming. As long as you're moving every day in a way that you love, that's going to lead to bigger and better things in fitness, health, and wellness.
Yeah, your fitness should be fun. That's probably the easiest way to get in your lifestyle, is make it fun.
Absolutely.
And that's having the right coach.
Having the right coach, absolutely.
Thanks for coming in, mate. Dave, really appreciate it.
Mate, I appreciate your time. Thanks very much.
Today's podcast was brought to you by our partners in Fit, Happy and Healthy, ASN, Nutrition Warehouse, DY Discount Vitamins, Fat Burners Only, Evelyn Faye, Mr. Supplement, or find a retailer online at bodyscience.com.au/retailers.